It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity, and it is day one groundbreaking in Sherman Oaks. We are at Lonnie and Ken's. This is a project that they've been dreaming about for a number of years, and it is finally the day. So I have the crew up here. We are staying in an Airbnb just about a half a mile away, and we are going to turn this backyard space into I don't know. Let's see how to describe it. It's going to be a mashup of tapestry and collection. Lonnie has graciously given me the budget to get some really, really incredible plants. And she and her husband would like to feel inspired back here, and for the space to exude energy, but at the same time be very, very restful and meditative. So we are going to be installing a small fountain back here. I've got some really, really vibrant aloe vera pots. And as I said, some incredible plants. We had KRC come up with amazing rocks, which I curated each rock, chose each rock myself. Some beautiful, beautiful boulders. Accessibility is a little tricky, so we're gonna show you how that's gonna work, and give you a sense of just how much goes into this. So you can see that this is a very flat space, and we are going to be bringing in copious amounts of soil to get movement going in this yard. However, we're also going to be creating formal pathways with flagstone. So the flagstone will take up a fairly significant amount of real estate back here. And we want to make sure that our mounds aren't so steep that we have runoff onto the paths. So that's a bit of a negotiation too as we go. Where we start is their irrigation system has been pretty much non-operational for many years back here. This yard was never a dream for her, and she just never really spent any time out here until now, right? So Greg is going to be running a brand new poly line, and we're going to be doing our subterranean drip installation, and we're just going to disregard any existing irrigation that's here, if you will. So back here, there's going to be a really, really interesting space. I'm always looking for nooks and crannies and little rooms within the rooms. I'm going to have Greg move this hose to a less obvious spot so that we can have some sort of like a little intimate setting back here too. Oh, I forgot to tell you over here, we're going to have a couple of really beautiful cerulean blue chairs, Adirondack chairs staged here. And this will be a stone, not flagstone, but top dressing patio. It's going to be very Tuscan. We're going to put down weed barrier fabric and then put down our top dressing rock and then stage the chairs on the rock. And this way the client has a complete view of the entire backyard space. So this will be the seating area over here. I'll have to figure out where I want to put my fountain where they can enjoy the sound and visually look at it. This shed, the client wants to keep this quite open for accessibility and for getting things in and out of it. So we'll probably create a sort of a flagstone. Yeah, a flagstone situation here, and then the flagstone will connect to here. Then, check this out. Ooh. This gorgeous mammillaria. Isn't that incredible? It is massive. I would say a wingspan of probably 2.5 feet. I've got beautiful gymnocalacium, an agave perii, Bacarnia recurvata, petalanthus.
Oh, you skipped your cress.
Oh, I didn't even see it there. Oh yeah, and our little Mirtillo cactus crest. You know, I'm really obsessed with those crests right now. And then we have this beautiful Kishokan multi. This is a baby agave variegata from my mother plant. I had popped this pup off of her about a month ago. And look at all those roots. Isn't that exciting? She's already doing it. So I love that I'm going to be able to start sharing my beautiful variegates with clients all over California. Okay, and speaking of all over California, Sherman Oaks is in Los Angeles County. This is a really great microclimate situation here and a great exposure for the garden. It's going to get pretty much the gamut. It'll get sun, it'll get shade, and everything in between, which will be perfect. This is where I have the guys staging tapestry plants. Hannah and Nate met up at Oasis and loaded up vehicles upon vehicle with tapestry plants. And then, so here's the haul from KRC Rock. 1 to 15 pallets of boulders, flagstones, rubbles. We've got glacier, we have Grand Canyon onyx, we have jasper purple, and everything in between. Once the guys finish offloading the truck, they'll grab Hannah's plants. Then Greg will back the truck and trailer with he's got 3 yards of soil. He'll back that back in here, and then the guys will wheelbarrow off the soil to the backyard, and he will go get more soil. I'm not sure how much soil I'm going to want back there, but I'm thinking a minimum of 6 yards. So needless to say, on this day one, we've got our work cut out for us. Be sure and stay tuned for this project. It's going to be absolutely incredible. So we're about to wrap up day one in Sherman Oaks, and I wanted to do a little progress update. What you see before you here is approximately 6 yards of soil. Daddy went to get 3 more yards, and that will complete the soil. We are beginning to roll boulders back, more to just get them to the back, but we went ahead and staged our glacier boulders where we want them, these incredible blue rocks. We haven't even washed these off yet. They're just so stunning. We have, the vantage point of the master bedroom here. We have what will be a seating area over where those rocks currently are just stashed. And then of course we have the house looking out. So we're trying to be mindful all the time. Also, energetically, I want to draw all the energy this way. Just feels right to me. So, and that's what we're doing with the pathways that we're creating and where we have staged the soils. The eye and the energy all kind of draws. You just want to see, don't you? It's like a secret garden. You want to see what's back there. So there's going to be surprises everywhere. The fountain, we have a really beautiful little polished onyx fountain that's going to go right here in this wonderful little shady corner. Then I'm doing a little shade garden here with bromeliads and aeoniums and some other soft things that'll be very, very, very restful. And yeah, I mean, it's already starting to take some shape in our eyes now. We have this area back here, which to me feels really safe. I mean, I can see myself wanting to be back here, and I want this to be really, really pretty. So we got the fountain moved. We're going to actually, that's another thing, Hannah. We're going to move the fountain over a skosh. We can have the guys working on that too, so that I can plant a Petalanthus bracteatus right here to, kind of cover up the telephone pole and give some softness to this corner. So the fountain, the guys put it exactly where I told them to, because I forgot about the Petalanthus. So, but it's okay. It's actually, this is concrete, but it's not as heavy as you would think. Well, this, I don't know. It doesn't matter. At any rate, it's great. We're going to fill it with succulents. It's going to be beautiful, but we're going to move that over just a little bit. And Greg is going to be moving this hose bib back out of our way. And as I said, the flagstone pathway will connect over here. So I want to make sure that we have beautiful design space all around our path, so that when you're walking the garden path, there's something to see everywhere you look. We will catch you guys tomorrow with more plants, more boulder staging. Things will really start to take shape. Thanks so much for following and for watching. And thank you so much, Amy, one of our wonderful followers that donated some really pretty aloes to this project. And we'll show you those another day. Bye, guys.